Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and we're playing SG. Again, we're on SG Adrenaline this time around, and you know, I tell you what, some people in the world, they really hate. They really hate a lot, and you know, I'm sorry Bernard the Beagle, but you gotta go. Or maybe not, you know what, you can live, that's fine. There's a guy behind me, okay, but there's something has really changed with culture, at least in America, and I've noticed it for a while. There's sort of been like this negative reaction to empathy of all things, and I don't quite know what's going on with that. Alright, so it looks like you two are, is that a team of two? It may be. Alright. But yeah. There's been a negative reaction to empathy of all things. And that's been sad to see. I'll say that. Like, it's, when did it suddenly become uncool to like not be an ass? I don't get that at all, and I don't know. It's something that I think just we as a I'm trying to think about it, because it's like with, I guess, young men especially, like my generation, is we're just sort of, I won't say we. I will not say we, because there's definitely some of us that do still have empathy, and you know, maybe some of it has to do with, you know, poor parenting and just sort of how people turned out. But I think that a lot of young men are just sort of, they feel alienated by, I guess, the rise of, you know, caring about other people and just like not only being about themselves. And like, the United States has been a conservative country for a while, and it's had periods in its history where, you know, it's become a little more liberal and progress has been made, but we're not in a position like that right now. We are, like, right now it's become very, like, it's become a lot more conservative, and we saw that with the election in November. That was the whole thing that happened, and, you know, people sort of made, like, okay, sure, there, like, a big part of it was, you know, poor economic performance, even though, you know, it was on the uptick. Can't really blame too much for trying to recover from a pandemic, but ultimately what ended up happening was people sort of, all this happened, all this like economic type stuff happened under a president that was more welcoming to people, no matter, you know, like what they were or believed in. It's like you could be, you know, gay. You could be part of a minority group. You could be transgender. And the president, up until, you know, about a month or so ago, was very welcoming of all that. He was, you know, he was chill with it. He didn't like fearmonger or none of that. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get up to that guy, but that's about that. Or here, this is how. But where are you? There you are. Oh, the knockback is so bad. Okay. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised I won that fight. I'll be real. I'm very surprised that I won that fight. But no, I guess I could drop. We might have to team. Alright, there, teaming. But yeah, it's just been sort of, I guess it's kind of hard for me to put into words. I didn't really prepare a script. It was just something I was thinking about in the shower a moment ago. So, yeah, Alright, this guy's trying to team, and I'll do that in like DM, but not right now. But yeah, you can get levels and you can enchant. Gas. But yeah. Yeah, I really don't have a script for this, and that's probably very easy to tell. But lately, it's become cool to hate again. I don't like that. I can't say that I do, and it kind of makes no sense. I mean, like, people sort of... I think part of it is people see the election of somebody like Mr. Trump and the installment of people like Elon Musk as, you know, like this sort of oligarchy where it's like the rich are just controlling a lot of stuff. And I hope this guy's kicking the teamers' asses, by the way. I'm just going to say that. But just overall, people just sort of thinking it's cool to hate. That's where we're at. And that's kind of sad. And people see, you know, people see like large government public figures just doing that sort of thing along with them, and they think it's cool. And it's really been a problem for the last 10 years. I think that is where I can sort of pinpoint this all starting. That's a tier 2 apparently. But yeah, when he sort of came to prominence, that was where it started. And just sort of when he won the first time, it was like, oh, you know, if he can do this, surely that means I can become a hateful piece of shit and, you know, not get flack for it. So that's what a lot of people started to believe, and enough of them believed it, and now it's true. It's unfortunately true. It's like people are like, you know, I'll go out and say it. I can't say that I am the biggest fan of the AwesomeTheSauce, but he gets so much unwarranted hate for being an Indian American streamer, and I think that's stupid. I think it's absolutely stupid to hate somebody just based on where they're from, or like the color of their skin, that type of deal. I am firmly against racism, and that's going to catch me some flack in the comments. That's the funny part about all this. But like, I'm very against, you know, racism, that sort of thing, and seeing him experience that sort of thing, it's like, when do people draw the line? I don't think I get that. It's like, it costs you $0.00 to be a good person, and this is apparently one of the teamers, so I'm just gonna sneak up on him and tap him in the booty hole. Good fight. Anyway, so people just sort of say all that. Drop one, interesting, and it's not cool. And I really hope that some folks decide to wake up to that and understand it's not good to hate like that. It gets you nowhere. So, I don't know, bro. Maybe, I hope it's not just me, and I hope that there are people like in the comment section that sort of agree with the whole idea that, well, you know, racism might not actually be a very good thing at all. And, you know, racism, homophobia, I don't know. I'm going to sound very woke all throughout this video, but that's another thing. That's a whole nother thing. Why are we demonizing empathy? People call things woke as a derogatory type deal because, you know, they're not empaths. They don't they don't experience the feeling of empathy, and that's become cool. to not experience empathy. So, unapologetically woke. Ice Gold, unapologetically woke. Trans rights are human rights on the Ice Gold channel. Why did this guy have, or I guess he was fishing. But that's gonna make somebody mad. I actually just remember this. I was streaming, I think it was episode 8 of my budget walkthrough in this 4th season, and at one point in there, somebody came in the chat and was like, why do you have a girl character? And I named my wizard for the budget walkthrough Daphne Blue after a song that I liked. Still like, actually. I still, listen to it in full every time it comes out in the car. Daphne Blue by the band Camino. Highly recommend. Love that. But I said that. I was like, yeah, this song inspired the name for this character. And instead of being like, oh, that's cool, like, I might go check out the song, that sounds neat. Instead of doing that, they started going on a rant about how, like, being gay and like having a girl character was gay as fuck. And I'm like, what, did I stutter when I talked about how the character was named after a song? It's like, come on, bro. But he started talking about that, and like, people in my chat, I will say that my viewer base and my fan base, I'm proud of y'all for getting in that chat and being like, are you saying that it's like bad to be gay? It's like, why do you care so much about what other people do with their own private lives? And yeah, I'm real glad that people were saying that. This guy, I think, is going to have a very strong sword because he's been fishing the entire game, and there are enchant tables on his channel. And remind me to never vote for this map again. But yeah, like, so yeah, I mean, there were people that were like, in the chat being like, what the hell? And I was really happy to see that. It's like, my viewers got in there and were like, it's like he wasn't even calling anybody out for or like, I don't even know if calling people out is the right word, but god damn, that guy just massacred all of them. Maybe he does have a sharp 4, but yeah, I mean, people just sort of, no, I'm really not gonna have to get hit this round. I'm gonna have to use like probably all 49 of these arrows. But people were in that chat defending just like the right to not be discriminated against. Like, that shouldn't be too hard. But I guess it is in some cases, because the guy started going on about how, like, being gay was not right, being gay was against God. That's my favorite. It's like, there's no love like Christian hate. That's a saying that I saw once, and I love it now. So, and of course, nothing against Christians. I will say that right now. Nothing against them. I have met some. Honestly, the majority of Christians that I've met have been very respectful and kind people, because that is what they talk about in their book. They talk about being kind, loving thy neighbor. I think that's like a big part of it. Damn, I cannot bow on this ping, and he can. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lock in. I'm just glad he didn't enchant his bow. This would have been long over if he did. Alright, yeah, we're locked. Alright, we're hitting shots. I know I have a lot of arrows. I don't know how many he has. Got the bow glitch. He also probably has a lot of gapples. He got like a triple kill a moment ago. But yeah, how many arrows does he still have? 17. Oops. He probably doesn't have many. yeah, I'm in not a great spot right now, but I will gap up. I've still got a couple. But yeah, in that chat, the guy was, you know, spewing his nonsense. Yeah, I really don't want to melee you, if it's all the same. But yeah, the guy was just spewing his homophobic nonsense and just being like, oh, you know, it's against God. It's like all this religious mumbo jumbo crap. Did he just craft another guy? Maybe that was his last one. I don't know. But I'm almost out of arrows. I only got 9. So. Oh, damn it! How does he get it under me, but I can't get it under him? I don't get that at all. And there's anvils and shit all over this map. So. All right, time to go all in. But yeah, I was very glad that Firestarter. Don't tell me you have more gaps, bitch. Why does the fire do 3 hearts to me, bro? I mean, it's just, he's got so much better armor than me. Because he fished the whole game. Yeah, I'm never voting for this map ever again. I gotta pressure him. 30 seconds till the DM ends. Yeah, I don't want to do that because he will let off the kills. Okay, got him. Anyway, that was very annoying, but yeah, I did have to use all of those arrows. But I was very glad that Firestarter timed him out for doing all that. It's like, why are you that hateful for no reason? It's like, come on, bro. Survival Game 7. Have I ever played on that? Or I think I have. I don't like that map at all. But yeah, so Firestarter, one of my mods, hit him, or timed him out. I hit him because I was like, yo, did you time him? And I was like, okay, let me rectify that. So, but yeah, it's like, why are we being homophobic? Why are we doing all that? And it just doesn't make sense to me. I could really go on if I had like a more structured type deal going on. And I have Kanye's tweets actually pulled up on my other monitor, and like I could have done a whole video about that, but there's like at least 1,000. So yeah, maybe another time for that. But I don't know, bro. Hate in the world has just become so normalized, and I'm not here for it. I think that we could all do a better job of not being hateful. Like, I mean, see, I've still got some work to do myself, and it's like just sort of combating it where we can, I think, is how we're gonna score a cultural victory, because there's a lot of people that sort of think that now that Trump got elected, it's okay to say slurs and harass women and minorities. It's like, come on, bro. Come on. So, I don't know. I think that's going to do it for me. I am reasonably sure I'm going to catch flack in the comments for that, and if that happens, I will be hiding you from the channel, because ain't nobody got time for that. In all seriousness, ain't nobody got the tolerance for homophobia on this channel. It's not a thing that I'm going to let y'all get away with. So, and if you are homophobic, do better. I do think that, you know, you can sort of recover from that, and homophobic or racist, I mean, you can recover from that. Part of my experience, actually, was getting out there and experiencing things, and sort of, like, when I got to high school, I had gone to, like, very predominantly white schools before then, and I mean, middle schoolers just doing what middle schoolers do, and just sort of calling everything gay. It was South Park all over again. But yeah, just sort of, when I got to high school, it was a very different environment from all that, and it took me seeing other people from all walks of life and becoming friends with them, and just sort of getting to know them and knowing where they came from and just all of these things, it was very eye-opening. And I was like, because I have an empathy stat, I was like, okay, you know what? I don't hate y'all, and that's sort of how it went. I was raised right, and I was raised to not hate based on, you know, like dumb stuff. It's like, is there a ladder here? There is a ladder here. How am I even supposed to get to that? Okay, I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But I don't know. I feel like I've been recording for long enough. Y'all sort of get it by now. Hate is bad. Racism and homophobia is bad. And I hope that everybody sort of understands that and comes to an understanding about that sooner or later. But when it really comes down to it, there's some people you just can't reach, and those are the people that just do not have any empathy at all whatsoever. And the things that would make normal people snap out of, you know, whatever, you know, like it did for me, then, I mean, like if the things that work on normal people are not going to work on like homophobic and racist weirdos. That's kind of the point that I'm getting at here. And it's like, for those hating because of religion, especially Christianity, reread your book. I promise, reread your book. Reread your book, read it thoroughly, read it well, and maybe you'll see you were misled by a false prophet. That's multiple false prophets in today's day and age. So I don't know. That's what's going on, though. That's my take on just sort of hate in the world, and I hope that people can sort of get better about it. So for the time being, that's my piece. Thank y'all for watching. I've been Ice Gold. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave like 50 comments for the algorithm and for this 22-minute video. But yeah, my Discord is down in the description if you want to chat with me some more, and I will see y'all later.